Okay, where were we? Voynich manuscript and the hidden alchemy. Yeah, so it's not, like I said, I think in one of the other videos that I've done in this vein, it's hidden in these cultures under different guises. I mean, if you want to look at if you think this associating consciousness and explorations of that with plants is like a new theme, I'd ask you to think again. Like we have examples. Like I said, these things have ancient roots, and we can see here we have gods coming. Even the gods themselves are seen to come out of these flowers, and they constantly connect themselves in various ways. Here's another one. The head coming straight out of the lotus. Now, if this doesn't speak to you, then I don't know what will. Get rid of some of these, I think. So yeah, we have a bit of a botanical diary here by obviously someone who's versed in the core elements of alchemy, uniting reality, consciousness with the environment, seeing the connections. Now, the plant species in here are very strange because they all seem to be very weed-like and not really edible. It's quite strange. I put this down to, when we're connecting plants to genetics, I put this down to, let's say, some sort of degradation similar to what I'm getting towards in Da Vinci's work. It's not just always a natural entropy. There are specific things involved, and the nature of that evolution also can revolve on the specifics in that type of alchemy. A plant, due to constant attack, can develop venom, poison, other defenses, spikes, and it's the same with genetics. One can develop in different, slightly strange ways, depending on the environment. If there's a lack of fertility even in the genetics, and maybe that fertility also relates to consciousness, not always a physical sexual thing, but fertility of the soul even, if you will. But this shows, like, this, I believe, it's from a very old race that have been around for a long time, and they're showing the plants that were most probably around in their time, and I dare to say more edible. There's like some identifiable, like mandrake. Okay, so here's another. We're connecting plants and connections with genetics and different species in the environment. Let's look at another one. Like, as we can see here, we have the plants, and what's being obviously practiced here is cloning. I have like a little pot plant, a little stem, and it's the same with grafting. More specifically, you have them tied up here together as well. I don't know what this is, some strange thing obviously, but yeah, so, and when we're talking the offspring of this dude Osiris, Horus. It's obvious that he was a twin consciousness in various ways, but how he had to pull out his own eye, obviously a result of something in there, like there's a gene recombination that needs to occur in one's evolution. Nothing's a given, you know what I mean, to anyone or anything. There's a choice there, and these myths and stories go pretty deep. As far as these gypsies are concerned, yeah, they're onto their travels as well, as we can see. It's interesting that they're female. They're like a female breakaway kind of little group of people from the past, as you can see here in their little pool. It's interesting how simplified things can get. Drawings are quite cute. They're not, artistic genius, but they're effective and they communicate. Like even these things here, like if you go to more ancient kind of things, like we can see here, like the edges, try and make it bigger, but like the edges of these strokes and stuff, like these are all markers, as you can see up top here. And when it comes to here, you can see those markers there too. So they're showing you through subtle ways the knowledge they've used to bring their own little crew to evolve. There was usually, like, I think there's like a random male here and there in the manuscript, probably using for breeding or something, but he seems pretty cool. They all seem happy enough with their situation. Yeah, so there's little subtle things that show their history and what they're on about, and this is exactly what we have to get onto, like the things they know and have been lost in our perspective and consciousness has to be incorporated. Yeah, they're pretty cool. The Voynich, like, reminds me of like Amazonians or some mythical, legendary women. Like these are the legendary mythical women right here. If you want to know, we'll get back to the two keys of this other certain woman as well. Anuk-Sunamun. As we can see, we've analysed these. We've pulled out some biblical stuff to describe them as genetically representing genetics. I'm not going to get into the genetics in this video yet, but this is just all an introduction to show you the thread, the hidden thread that's been here, and some people have it. Some people are looking for it, and yeah. But yeah, I hope you got something out of that. I like taking notes. It's good to have this sort of information down somewhere at least. So, until next time.